Colorado High School Activities Association basketball is on 1010 KSIR and on the World Wide Web at KSIR.com tonight. From the Digger Dome in Brush, it's another Patriot League clash as the visiting Weld Central Rebels take on the Brush Bead Diggers. And a pleasant good evening, everyone. I'm John Beltran. Bead Diggers starting lineup tonight brought to you by Walmart, your one-stop shopping center, open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 1300 North Barlow Road in Fort Morgan, part of the KSIR B106 scholarship program. The Bead Diggers and Rebels met back on January 22nd in Keensburg. The Bead Diggers trailed 38-29 with 3.5 minutes to go and closed the game on a 15-3 run to win the game 44-41. The Bead Diggers go with Jared Spooner, Nick Sopris, Kyle Lynch, Chris Ely, and Seth James. Their normal starting five. 5'9 freshman J.J. Sears for Weld Central, along with 5'10 senior Chris Piper, 5'11 senior Matt Black, 6' junior Kenneth Pangle, and the man in the middle, 6'7 senior Jordan Monson, who was Weld Central's leading scorer. The head coach of the Rebels is Mark Vaughn. They're in their all-red uniforms with the blue lettering and white numerals. The Bead Diggers in their home white, coached by Dan Kennedy, and the maroon lettering and numerals. Opening tip brought to you by Ackley Building Center, your one-stop center for projects around your home, office, or yard. Ackley Building Center in Brush at 1402 Mill Street, and the tip is controlled by Kenneth Pangle and Weld Central. Into the front court is Piper. Bounce pass on the high left over to Cirrus. Red headbands being worn by Weld Central. On the outside right, Pangle down low for Piper, bodied up by Ely. Backs in. Straight away, 16-footer Pangles off the back of the rim. And Nick Sopris has the first rebound of the game. Sopris for Brush across the timeline at the top of the key. Picked up by Cirrus. And Sopris will set up the offense. On the high left to Spooner. Guarded by Piper. Back to his right near the top to Ely. Ely in the right corner to Lynch. Lynch to his left, maintaining the dribble. Cross-court chest pass to Spooner. Hands it off to Sopris. Bounce pass cross-court to Ely. Right corner, Lynch. 15-footer up and good for Kyle Lynch, who nails the first shot of the game. And the Bead Diggers in a lead, 2-0. Here comes Chris Piper. 1 minute has elapsed from Brush. Piper against Ely, top of the three-point circle. Bounce pass in the high right over to Matt Black. Down low for Cirrus. His 15-footer on the right baseline is in. And the game is deadlocked at 2. Here's Ely on the high right. Fakes the three. Back into the right corner for Lynch. Bounce pass down low. Poked away. There's a foul. And that foul was on Kenneth Pangle as he slapped the wrist of Kyle Lynch. And that is the first foul of the game. And to throw it into the left of the basket will be Sopris. In the right corner for Lynch. Now back to Sopris, dribbling to his left, stepping in right of the lane, bounce pass to James. James bounce pass inside to Ely, lost the ball, and it's into the hands of Jordan Monson. First turnover of the game. Chris Piper for Weld Central across midcourt at the free throw line, and he traveled with the basketball as the ball got stuck on his left hip. And both teams have committed a turnover. Brush 2, Weld Central 2. In the opening 90 seconds of the game. Ely top of the key for James, picked up by Cirrus. To his right with a chest pass to Ely. Ely looking down low. Bounce pass to Lynch, wide open, lays it up and in off the glass. Ely found the cutting Lynch along the baseline, and Kyle's got all 4 points for Brush. Weld Central back in the zone, and Lynch found the seam, and trying to run through a pick was Chris Ely. He commits the foul. Oh, check that. That was Kenneth Pangle with an illegal screen. So good job by Ely accepting the contact, and all of a sudden Pangle's on the bench in favor of Brandon Hoff because Pangle has 2 fouls. The Bead Diggers with a 4-2 lead have Chris Ely with a basketball into the front court. Near the timeline to Sopris. Bounce pass to Ely. He'll fake the three. Bounce pass right corner for Spooner. Jump pass down low for Lynch. Off his hands, out of bounds. Perfect pass. Lynch did not look it in. Second turnover for Brush. And Piper to trigger it in with the Bead Diggers leading by a deuce with 6 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Piper with the basketball, picked up by Ely at midcourt, receives a pick, dribbles across the timeline. Now Spooner on top of him. Piper dribbles by him. Jump pass down low, and the layup is missed over there. And the putback is up and no good, but a Bead Digger foul as Matt Black will go to the stripe. Seth James commits the foul for Brush. And Matt Black to the line. Like a good neighbor, State Farm agent Greg Mullen is there. Let Greg Mullen work with you to get the discounts you desire and the coverage you need. That's State Farm agent Greg Mullen as Black nails the first. Second free throw upcoming, and that one is in and out. And Jared Spooner grabs the rebound for the Bead Diggers. Bead Diggers leading 4-3, 5:43 to go in the opening quarter. Sopris across midcourt for Brush. On the outside right to Lynch, looking down low. Lynch free throw line for James, top of the key to Sopris. Sopris to his right, gets a pick from James, fakes the 15-footer, cross-court Ely. Ely dribbles into the paint, bounce pass, right corner for Lynch, back out to Sopris, into the lane, 13-footer straight away, swish for Nick Sopris. Bead Diggers 6, Rebels 3, 5:16 to go in the first. J.J. Cirrus for Weld Central. Picked up by Sopris at the top of the key. Swings it on the outside right to Piper against Ely. Piper looking down low to his left. Top of the key to Cirrus. Picked up by Sopris. Cirrus looking down low to his left to Monson. Guarded closely by James. Cross-court pass to Hoff. In the right corner, here's Black against Spooner. Holding the ball up high. Looking down low. Dribbles by Spooner into the paint. Back out. Cirrus cannot take that three on the high left. To his right against Sopris. 4:45 to go in the first. Bead Diggers maintaining that three-point lead. On the high right, Black with a basketball, dribbling to his left, getting a pick at the free throw line, into the paint, spinning, back out over to Hoff, picked up by Lynch. The Bead Diggers with smothering defensive play so far, as head coach Dan Kennedy is exerting a big clap on the Bead Diggers sideline. Up top to Piper, picked up by Ely on the outside of Hoff, penetrates left baseline. He's cut off by Sopris. Sopris knocks the ball out of bounds. Boy, Weld Central's taken up a minute of possession time, and they have not attempted a shot, and the Bead Diggers still leading 6-3, playing very good defensively. Piper to throw it in underneath the basket in the left corner to Hoff against Lynch. Dribbling to his right. Near the top with the basketball, poked out of bounds Spooner. Off the feet from Black to Piper. And again, Weld Central retains possession. This could be a very quick moving first quarter. Weld Central holds the ball this much. Bounce pass down low for Monson. Turns, hooks, misses. Jared Spooner with a rebound for the Bead Diggers, his second. Spooner across the timeline on the outside right. In the right corner for Lynch. Under 4 minutes to go in the first. Brush 6, Weld Central 3. Sopris for the Bead Diggers. Looks back at head coach Dan Kennedy for play instructions on the high left to Ely. Looking to his right, back to Sopris near the timeline. Sopris bounce pass to James at the top of the key, picked up by Cirrus, who's guarding him loosely on the high right. To Sopris, jump pass is poked out of bounds by Matt Black. Bead Digger basketball with 3:38 to go in the first. Sopris throws it into Ely. Ely chest pass on the high left to Lynch. Lynch to his right, top of the key to Spooner. I don't think Spooner's attempted a shot yet in the opening 4.5 minutes, but he's going to be patient. Spooner's had big second halves lately. In the left corner, Spooner, he'll take a long three, and that's an air ball. And it's caught by Brandon Hoff of Weld Central. Hoff bounce pass over to Black, picked up by Spooner on the outside left. Retreating towards the timeline, pressured by Spooner. Bounce pass to Piper in front of the Bead Digger bench. Piper gets a pick from Monson into the left corner, cut off by Ely. And the chest pass is going to be poked away and intercepted by Sopris, who was falling out of bounds and throws the ball off the legs of Cirrus. Outstanding play by Nick Sopris, and that is Weld Central's second turnover. Chad Linker into the game along with Jeremy Delorier, replacing Kyle Lynch and Nick Sopris. Check that, Sopris still into the game. He's got the ball near the timeline. But Lynch is definitely out. Seth James, the other Bead Digger, out of the game. Ely at the free throw line. Jump pass back out to Delorier. Lost the ball and got it back in front of the Weld Central bench. Delorier, top of the key at the free throw line. Bounce pass, left corner for Spooner. Penetrating all the way. Reverse layup is blocked and fouled. Spooner to the stripe. A piece of the basketball was secured there by Monson, but he also got a piece of the wrist. Jordan Monson with his first foul. Jared Spooner to the stripe. And he will shoot two. Women's Clinic of the Plains provides women in Northeast Colorado excellent care, including education about important health topics. As the free throw is in and out, Women's Clinic of the Plains. Call today, 542-0390. Second free throw for the senior Jared Spooner's in the air, and that is in. The Bead Diggers won the opening contest against Weld Central. They lead on their home floor 7-3, 2:32 to go in the opening quarter. Here is Cirrus dribbling by two at the top of the key on the outside left, cut off over there by Sopers, maintaining that dribble on the high right to Black against Spooner. Cross court to Monson, left of the free throw line. Swings it right side to Piper. On top of him is Ely. Now to Cirrus. Right baseline. Left-handed layup up and no good. And the ball is rebounded by Spooner. His third rebound for the Beat Digger. Spooner chest pass to Ely. Ely penetrating right baseline. He scoops it up and he's fouled as he misses. And I think it was Black from behind. No, it was going to be Monson in front of him. Boy, that's a big foul against Jordan Monson. The 6'7" senior center now has two. That would certainly help the Beat Diggers, considering that Monson is by far the biggest player on the court, and he's got lots of size, and the free throw is off to the right by Chris Ely. Second free throw upcoming. For all of your title needs, visit Tim Weimer at Northern Colorado Title. 2:05 West Kiowa and Fort Morgan. Lupe Montez into the game for Jordan Monson as the second free throw is in. And the Beat Diggers lead 8-3, 2:07 to go in the opening quarter. Black to throw it in. The Beat Diggers will apply the press in the backcourt to Cirrus. Picked up by two Beat Diggers. Cirrus has to get rid of it to Black. Back out to Cirrus underneath the basket. At the timeline to Piper, a 2-on-3. Piper into the lane, has to back it out. Does to Cirrus. Straightaway 16-footer is well short, and the ball is loose and into the hands of Jared Spooner. Already his fourth rebound. Spooner across the timeline, top of the key. Chest pass left wing to Lynch. Lynch looking to his right. Feeds Sopers. Sopers left of the free throw line. Cross-court pass in the corner. Spooner pulls up. His shot is up and good. And that was a two-pointer. His left foot was on the line, but Spooner scores. He's got three, and the Beat Diggers lead 10-3. The Beat Diggers now on a 6-0 run. A minute 25 to go in the opening quarter. Montez across midcourt. He's fouled. I think Spooner got him, and he did. That'll be the first foul on Spooner, but the Beat Diggers still up by 7 with a minute 23 to go in the opening quarter. Against these Weld Central Rebels. Brush is going for their third consecutive win, by the way, after road wins over Holyoke and Valley. Piper on the outside right, dribbles by Linker, pulls up off the glass, around and no good. Linker grabs the rebound, a strong board by the Beat Digger Jr. The outlet pass over to Spooner in the right corner for Lynch. Lynch dribbling to his left, looking down low, feeds it back out to Spooner. Straight away, three is up and good for Jared Spooner, who's got 6 in the game. The Beat Diggers on a 9-0 run, lead 13-3. 53 seconds to go in the opening quarter. The Beat Diggers once again apply the press. Off in the backcourt, swings it over to Black. Black across the timeline. Right side to Montez. Montez free throw line for Piper, and the ball went off of Piper's leg out of bounds. Third turnover for Weld Central. And with 43.1 seconds to go, the Beat Diggers already with a double-digit lead. Looking very, very good on their home floor. Sopers bounce pass on the high right to Delorier. Delorier, lob for Lynch. Inside, Linker puts it up and in off the glass. What a beautiful feed from Delorier to Lynch to Linker. And the Beat Diggers now on an 11-0 run, leading 15-3. 22 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Black in the backcourt, picked up by Spooner across the timeline, spinning on Spooner, top of the key. The jump pass to Montez, right baseline, backs out to Black, and his shot is missed, but he's fouled by Spooner on the right baseline from 15 feet away, and that's Spooner's second foul. He might take a seat right now in favor of Chris Ely, as Matt Black will go to the line. And Black will be at the free throw line to shoot a pair. For those hard-to-find parts, see the Parts Pros at PartsMart CarQuest, 1025 East Platte Avenue in Fort Morgan, and the free throw is in. That stops an 11-0 run. Second free throw upcoming. And that one is up by Black, and that one is in. 15-5 Brush. 10 seconds to go with Sopers on a bounce pass to Lynch. Lynch penetrating left baseline all the way and had that ball blocked out of there, taken by Cirrus. Cirrus with 3 seconds to go. Cirrus wanted to pull up. He backs it out to Piper, puts up a long three, and that is off the back of the rim, and that's the end of the opening quarter. A very good one for the Brush Beat Diggers. They lead Weld Central 15-5. How about a 1-minute break on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. John Beltran back in Brush where the Beat Diggers lead Weld Central 15-5 as we go to the second period. Delorier, right baseline, penetrates, shoots it up, and no good from 5 feet away. Salcedo came down with a rebound, but fell down. And when you fall down in high school basketball, normally you're called for traveling, and that was the case. Give Salcedo the rebound. The Beat Diggers do commit their third turnover, but they do lead by 10. It's Lynch, DeLaurier, Ely, James, and Salcedo for Brush. Bounce pass, Cirrus down low, lays it up, a wild shot. It's an air ball, taken away by Lynch. 2-on-1, long pass to Ely, layup is up and in! Chris Ely scores off another outstanding assist from Kyle Lynch. And the Beat Diggers are in the lead, 17-5. Into the front court with the basketball. It's thrown away by Brandon Hoff to Lynch, 2-on-2. Lynch all the way, layup up and in for Kyle Lynch, who's just tearing it up. Timeout for Weld Central. 45 seconds into the second quarter with the score. Brush 19, Weld Central 5. A 1-minute break on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. John Beltran back in Brush, 19-5. Beat Diggers in the second period, 1 minute in. Weld Central with the basketball. Cirrus on the high left. Up top to Black. On the right wing to Montez. Into the paint to Piper. Straight up to Black. Picked up by Lynch. The Beat Digger defense is outstanding. Piper, 14-footer, good. Off the feed from Black. And the ball went out of bounds. I think the Beat Diggers might have thrown it away in the backcourt. And they did. Fourth turnover for Brush. They don't want to get sloppy with a 12-point lead. Cirrus to trigger it in. Right corner to Montez. Gets a pick, feeds Black at the top of the key against Ely. Bounce pass in the high left to Piper, picked up by James. In the left corner, Cirrus was open for a second. Lynch on top of him now to Montez to the left of the free throw line. Hands it off to Cirrus, right of the free throw line, back out to Black. Bounce pass down low to Piper against James. Dribbles, spins, shoots, and he misses off the glass. And Chris Ely with a Beat Digger rebound. Ely for Brush into the front court. On the outside right, at the top of the key, picks up his dribble, looking left, looking right. Near the timeline to Lynch, double team, jump pass, high right to DeLaurier, back out to Ely. Ely dribbles by 2, by 3, lost the basketball. Into the hands of Brandon Hoff. He's stripped from behind by DeLaurier, taken away by Salcedo. The team's trade turnovers. The Beat Diggers have 5. Weld Central with 4. Cirrus commits a foul in the backcourt on Ely. And Jared Spooner, I believe, is going to check back in with those 2 fouls, and he will. 5:55 to go in the second. And the pass into Sopris. Sopris, baseball pass, left corner, Spooner, wide open 3. Good for Jared Spooner. His second triple of the game. Spooner's got 9, and Spooner by himself outscoring Weld Central as the Beat Diggers lead 22-7. 5:35 to go in the second. Lynch into the lane all the way, scoops it up and in. That was actually Piper by Lynch. Give Piper his third and fourth points of the game, 22-9. Beat Diggers leading by a baker's dozen. 5:23 to go in the second. Ely at the top of the key, into the lane, all the way, layup is up and short. And the ball is rebounded by Brandon Hoff of Weld Central. He'll feed it over to Piper. Piper will set up the offense for the Rebels, picked up by Ely. Bounce pass near the top to Black. Black against Spooner, looking to his right, feeds Montez against Salcedo. On the left wing, Cirrus, 16-foot rainbow, yes, for J.J. Cirrus, who's got 4. Beat Diggers still lead by double digits. It's 22-11. Here is Sopris, 15-footers off to the left. A quick shot taken by the Beat Diggers. Rebound by Matt Black. Black across the timeline on the right baseline. Down low, Cirrus, layup is missed. Off the jump pass, and the ball is poked out of bounds by Brandon Hoff on that rebound attempt. And the Beat Diggers will take the basketball. Jordan Monson back in for Weld Central. Monson, Piper, Black, Cirrus, and Hoff for Weld Central. Salcedo, Spooner, Lynch, Ely, and Sopris for Brush. We're at the 4:39 mark of the second. The Beat Diggers doubling up the Rebels, 22-11. On the high right is Lynch. And a cross-court pass, I believe, intended for Salcedo. Picked off by Cirrus. Down low for Hoff. Layup up, and he missed it. And the ball is rebounded by Jared Spooner. His 5th rebound. The Beat Diggers getting sloppy in the corner. Here's Spooner with the basketball. Back out to Sopris. Sopris into the lane. No look past to Lynch. Reverse layup is blocked. Lynch saves it in, and he saves it to Sopris. Sopris into the lane, and his runner is up and around it. Good. Sopris had to shoot that floater over Jordan Monson, who's 6'7", and Sopris able to score again. He's got 4 points of the game. Beat Diggers leading 24-11. 4 minutes to go. Piper all the way. Layup up and no good. And he's fouled. Was it before the shot or during the shot? And the Beat Digger foul was on Salcedo. It was before the shot. The Beat Diggers with 14 fouls, Weld Central with 5. And Brandon Hoff is on the bench now, and replaced by Kenneth Pangel. Bounce pass to Monson, lost the basketball, got it back beyond the three-point circle. Now to Piper. Overhead pass on the right wing to Cirrus, guarded by Sopris, spinning on Sopris, maintaining the dribble. On the outside right to Black. Black against Spooner, holding the ball up high, dribbling to his right. Back to his left, bounce pass on the high left to Pangel. Lynch right on top of him, overhead pass to Monson. Monson right baseline, puts it up and in from about 8 feet away, and Jordan Monson scores for the first time in the game. Brush 24, Weld Central 13. 3:27 to go in the second. Lynch on the outside right, dribbling to his left towards the top of the key to Spooner. On the high left to Sopris. Sopris around to Ely. On the high right, Spooner. He'll take another three, and that's off the back of the rim. And the rebound controlled by Black of Weld Central. Now Weld Central can make this a single-digit game with 3:08 to go in the second. Cirrus holding the ball up high. To his left against Sopris. Now to Monson, top of the key. Chest pass to his right to Piper. Bounce pass to Cirrus down low. He's going to have to spin it back out. Top of the key, Black, wide open three is in and out. And the ball is tipped up once, twice, rebounded Monson. And he misses the easy layup. Monson again, he puts it up and in. Way too easy for Jordan Monson. He's got 4. And Weld Central has made this a 9-point game. The Beat Diggers led by as many as 14. It was 19-5 at one point. Spooner at the free throw line. Jump pass for Salcedo. Salcedo underneath the basket, traveled. And the Beat Diggers in this quarter have 5 turnovers after getting off to an excellent start. But it is a 10-5 run now for Weld Central. And now the Beat Diggers with a couple of substitutions. Seth James back in. Jeremy Delorier also into the game along with Chad Linker. Jump pass to Piper. Here's a 3-on-2. Piper free throw line to Pangel. Layup up and in off the glass for Kenneth Pangel as the Rebels beat the press. It's down to a 7-point Beat Digger lead with 2:16 to go before the break. And again, Brush led by as many as 14. Ely on the outside right, penetrating right baseline. He's cut off by Pangel. Back out to Delorier. Delorier at the free throw line, pulls up from 15. That shot is good for Jeremy Delorier. Beat Diggers back up by 9, under 2 minutes to go. 26-17. We are in the second quarter. Monson, the center. Bounce passes near the timeline to Piper. And Weld Central will demonstrate some patience on offense. Piper on the outside right at the free throw line against Linker, right of the lanes. Spins, wants to shoot. Ball is poked away by Sopris into the hands of Seth James. Excellent play by Nick. 5th turnover for Weld Central. Ely on the outside right, now to Sopris. Sopris at the top of the key between his legs, and he will slow it down for Brush. With 1:26 to go in the second. Delorier on the high left. Dribbling to his right at the top of the key. Bounce pass on the high right to Ely. Ely to his left towards the top of the three-point circle. Back out to Sopris. The Beat Diggers will not get impatient on this possession. In fact, they call a 30-second timeout, brought to you by Stubbs Gas and Oil. At I-76 and Highway 39 in Wiggins, open 7 days a week. Hunting licenses, Western Union, food, gas, they have it all at Stubbs Gas and Oil. The Beat Diggers are getting an excellent first half from many of those starters. They've got 6 players in the scoring column. And the difference right now is Jared Spooner's 9 points as they lead 26-17 with 73 seconds to go before the break. And this will be our final basketball game on 10-10 before regional wrestling coverage, which begins at 1 o'clock on Friday from Fort Morgan, 2 o'clock here in Brush. We'll also have coverage from Wiggins on Saturday. So 3 regional sites in Morgan County, complete coverage right here on 10-10. Jordan Monson knocks that pass away. Here's Piper into the lane, back out Cirrus, 15-footer off the back of the rim, and Seth James goes high for the rebound, and then is fouled from behind by Chris Piper. And for Piper, that'll be his first foul. It's the team's 6th, 53.4 seconds to go. And Ely to throw it in. Let's see the Beat Diggers take up some time on this possession and allow that clock to run down before getting off the shot they want. Sopris for Brush, picked up by Piper on the high left to Ely. Ely, baseball pass, right baseline, Delorier penetrates. That should be a blocking foul. And it will be, and that'll get Delorier to the line for 1-1. Kenneth Pangel commits his 3rd foul. Now the Beat Diggers have got to nail the free throw. Buildings by Design is a new Silver Sports sponsor. And they will sponsor the Beat Digger postgame show that, of course, we'll get to following this game. And the free throw is up and good for Delorier. He's got 3. Now the Beat Diggers back up to a double-digit advantage. Second free throw coming up for Jeremy Delorier. And that one is in. Only a sophomore, but playing beyond his years. Brush 28, Weld Central 17. 37 seconds to go before the break. Cirrus on the outside left. Right there is Sopris. Top of the key to Montez on the right wing to Black. Picked up by James. Near the top to Montez. To his right. Back out to Black beyond the three-point circle. Now to Montez. Right wing to Black. 23 seconds to go in the lane to Piper. Back out to Black. Top of the key to Montez. Right wing to Black. Looking down low for Hall. Feeds Montez. They're just playing catch out there. Black to his left. Now to Montez. 11 seconds to go. Montez to Cirrus in the left wing. Now to Montez to Cirrus. Cirrus with 6, with 5. Into the paint to Piper. Fakes back out to Cirrus. Left wing 3. In and out. Jeremy Delorier with a rebound. And that is the end of the opening half. A very good one for the Brush Beat Diggers. They lead at the break by 11. Brush 28, Weld Central 17. It's a 3-minute break on 1010 KSIR and on the World Wide Web, brought to you by Digger's Diner at KSIR.com. Can the Beat Diggers pick up where they left off in the opening half? And if they're to pick up where they left off, they need a strong second half. They do lead 28-17 as we go to the third. Weld Central will have Jordan Monson on the court along with Kenneth Pangle, Chris Piper, Matt Black, and J.J. Cirrus. The Beat Diggers will begin the third with Seth James, Chris Ely, Nick Sopris, Kyle Lynch, and Jared Spooner. Welcome home to your hometown grocery store featuring Morgan County's largest variety. That's the Brush Grocery Cart. With the basketball is Piper, guarded by Ely. On the outside right to Cirrus, top of the key. Black straight away 3 is off the back of the rim. Jared Spooner, who else, grabs his 6th rebound. Spooner on the outside right. In the corner for Lynch, penetrates right baseline. Jump pass back out to Sopris. Blind side to Ely. Right wing 3 is off the back of the rim. And the ball is loose and poked out of bounds by Lynch as he fought with Monson for the board. Both teams missed their opening shots of this quarter. And the Beat Diggers will apply the press. They want to force Weld Central to beat them down the court. The Beat Diggers have proven to be the more athletic team so far. Piper with the basketball for Weld Central, guarded by Ely, dribbling to his right, getting a pick from Pango at the free throw line, spinning on Lynch in the lane. Back out the bounce pass, Cirrus, layup up off the glass and no good. Rebound to Monson. His follow is short, and Jared Spooner grabs the rebound for the Beat Diggers, his 7th. Spooner to Sopris, top of the key, left of the free throw line, spinning back towards the top of the three-point circle. Spooner into the lane, lost the ball and got it back on the right wing, picks up his dribble. In the right corner, Spooner with the basketball. Beyond the three-point circle, jump pass to Ely. Ely holding the ball on his right hip. Looking to his left, feeds Lynch. Lynch looking down low, dribbling back to his right. Cross-court pass to Spooner, hands it off to Ely, and the Beat Diggers will show some patience on offense. Sopris left baseline, no-look pass to Ely. Ely into the lane, now to Spooner. 15-footer straight away is off to the right side, and the rebound is controlled in the corner by Chris Piper. Piper for Weld Central, setting up the offense. Beat Diggers still lead by that 11-point edge they held at the break. In fact, neither team has scored in the first minute and 40 seconds of this third period. In the right corner, Pangle penetrating on Lynch, and Lynch fouls him on the baseline. That'll be Lynch's first foul, and Piper to trigger it in. No matter what your loan needs, stop by High Plains Bank, 502 Central Avenue in Wiggins today. Also inquire about checkings and savings accounts as well as CDs at High Plains Bank in Wiggins. A traveling violation on Black. 6th turnover for Weld Central. Well, this hasn't been the prettiest game as far as Weld Central's concerned. And this third quarter getting off to a slow start. Spooner backs up from 14. Yes! Jared Spooner had to shoot that baby over Jordan Monson. Spooner in double figures with 11. And the Beat Diggers lead by 13, 30-17. Their biggest lead has been 14. 5:49 to go in the third. Cirrus bounce pass in the high right to Black, guarded by Spooner. Bounce pass right baseline for Monson. Turns, shoots, and misses. Strong side rebound for Kyle Lynch. Lynch with a second board to Sopris at the top of the key. In the lane, jump pass back out to Spooner. Spooner left of the lane, into the lane, jump pass in the corner. Sopris was not there. The Beat Diggers commit their 9th turnover. And the Beat Diggers once again will press. For great family entertainment, check out Fire Lanes, 220 Cambridge and Brush. Walk in or reserve your time at Fire Lanes today. Overhead pass into the front court for Piper, 3-on-2, middle of the lane. Bounce pass Monson, layup off the glass and in for Jordan Monson, as Weld Central easily beat the press. 30-19 Brush. 5:18 to go in the third. Lynch, right corner, 3 is up and good for Kyle Lynch, who was wide open. Lynch now with 9. The Beat Diggers match their biggest lead of 14, 33-19. Approaching the 5-minute mark of the third, Ely commits a foul on Piper in the front court. That'll be Brush's second team foul, Ely's first personal. And a triggered in will be Black. Boy, Kyle Lynch only shoots at the most opportune times and always gets a good shot off. That's why his shooting percentage is very high. He's very selective. Piper on the left wing, picked up by Lynch, looking down low. Overhead pass to Monson, nearly poked away, kicks it back out to Cirrus. Cirrus on the right wing to Pangle. Pangle against Ely. Feeds it back out to Black. Black against Spooner at the top of the key. Picks up the dribble, right wing to Pangle. Lobs it down low for Monson. Monson right baseline on James, puts it up short. The ball is poked away into the hands of Piper, and he puts it up and in. Check that. Black will go to the line, converting the three-point play as the Beat Diggers commit the foul. It was Seth James with the foul for Brush. And Matt Black to the stripe. And the free throw is in and out. And the ball is into the hands of Seth James. So not too much damage done as the Beat Diggers have the basketball. Here is Ely across the timeline. 33-21 Brush. 4:17 remaining third quarter. Ely chest pass to the high right to Ely. Check that to Lynch. Can't pass it to himself. Lynch on the left wing to Ely. Ely gets a pick from Lynch. Straight away, 3 is up. It's going to be well short. It's an air ball. Yeah, you could see it from this angle. That was not even going to touch rim. In fact, it missed net as well. Brush led by 10 after 1, by 11 at the break, and now by 12. Under 4 minutes to go in the third. Piper for Weld Central. Bounce pass in the high right for Cirrus. Bounce pass right baseline for Monson. Spins, shoots off the glass over James, and he banks it in. Monson with 8. It's down to a 10-point game, 33-23. The Beat Diggers have got to stop that pass inside because Monson's got a good 2 to 3 inches on James, and he cannot be stopped if he gets in that deep. Spooner on the outside left to Sopris. Sopris looking to his right, feeds Ely. Now to Spooner. He'll take a long 3, and that's off the back of the rim, and the ball is loose and rebounded by Monson on the hop, his 4th board. The outlet to Black. Weld Central can make this an 8 or perhaps 7-point game. On the high left, Cirrus with the basketball. Left baseline, Monson dribbles, shoots, hits, and a foul, and he will go to the line. And Monson cannot be stopped in the period. He's got 6 in the period, 10 in the game. And the foul is on Kyle Lynch, his second. All of a sudden, it's an 8-point game. James and Ely are out. Linker is in, along with Delorier. Ely, check that. Linker's going to have to body up now big time on Monson. And the free throw is up, and that's going to be in. It got rim, it got glass, it went in. 33-26, Weld Central on a 7-0 run. 3:05 to go in the third. Sopris in the right wing pulls up from 16. That's an air ball. Delorier had the ball go off his foot out of bounds. He could not make the catch, and Weld Central all of a sudden has all the momentum. With under 3 minutes to go in the third, down by only 7. Remember, it was the Beat Diggers who were down by 9 with 3 minutes to go in the game and closed the game on a 15-3 run in Keensburg on the 22nd of last month and stunned Weld Central 44-41. Cirrus on the outside left to Pango against Lynch. Into the lane, hooks it up and hooks it around, no good. Rebound Monson, foul from behind by Linker. The Beat Diggers cannot stop Monson. Linker with his first foul. And Monson exploding in this quarter. 7 points. He's got 11 in the game. He can make this a 5-point contest. The 6'7" senior makes the free throw. That got every piece of the rim, but it went down. Cargill Meat Solutions offers an extensive line of premium quality beef and pork product programs to recognize retail and commercial food service markets around the world. Cargill Meat Solutions, part of the KSIR B106 scholarship program. The ball is pinballed around on the missed second free throw. Nick Sopris grabs it for Brush. The Beat Diggers need a bucket here just to gain the momentum back. It's an 8-0 run for Weld Central. 2:24 to go in the third. On the high left, Lynch with a basketball. Lynch dribbling towards the top of the key, picks up the dribble. Free throw line for Sopris, backing up against J.J. Cirrus. Sopris to his left. Hands it off to Spooner, high left for Lynch. Lynch looking down low at the free throw line. Delorier cannot lob it down low for Linker. In fact, he dribbles back towards the top of the key. Left corner, Spooner penetrates left baseline. He was fouled by Piper on the drive to the basket. That's only the first team foul against Weld Central in the second half. Piper with a second. Brandon Hoff is in. He'll replace Kenneth Pangel. Jordan Monson had 2 early fouls. Since then, he has dominated the second half. Sopris in the left corner with a bounce pass to Spooner. Spooner will set it up for the Beat Diggers. He knows they need a bucket here to open up a very precarious 6-point lead. On the left wing, Spooner with the basketball, dribbling to his right. Backs up on the dribble. Near the timeline to Sopris. Bounce pass high right to Lynch. Lynch against Black. Back towards his left, that is. Now to Sopris. Cross-court pass to Spooner. Spooner gets a pick from Linker at the top of the key to Sopris. Bounce pass, right corner, Delorier. Delorier up top to Lynch. Left corner for Spooner. Spooner gets a pick from Sopris. Wants to pull up. Feeds it back out to Sopris. The Beat Diggers cannot take a shot because Weld Central's playing very, very solid defense. Sopris with the basketball. Bounce pass in the high right to Lynch. In the right corner for Linker. Linker back out to Lynch. Lynch into the lane. Back out to Sopris. Now to Spooner. Right wing three. That's a brick off to the right. Kyle Lynch goes high for the rebound. Lynch in the left baseline. Looking down low. Lynch is going to hand it off to Delorier. The Beat Diggers will reset the offense with 52 seconds to go in the third. Sopris with the ball. Picked up by Cirrus. Sopris to his left. Now to Spooner. On the outside left to Delorier. Guarded by Hoff. Lob into Lynch. Back out Delorier. Top of the key to Sopris. Into the lane. No look past Spooner. Layup up. And it's blocked. Rebound Linker. He lost it. Ball is loose. Into the hands of Lynch. He saved it again. Now to Sopris. His shot straight away is missed. And the ball is pinballed around. Into the hands of Brandon Hoff. 25 seconds to go. Boy, Weld Central can make this a 4-point game. Monson off the glass and in. Virtually by himself on the left baseline. And Monson has a huge quarter. This is now a 10-0 run for Weld Central. And the Beat Diggers are in significant trouble now. Lynch with 6 seconds to go. Now to Sopris into the lane. Fakes up and under. Shot is missed, but he's hacked in the act. Either Monson or Cirrus got him. It will be Monson. That'll be his third. Boy, a good head fake by Sopris with 3.4 seconds to go. The Beat Diggers only have 5 points in the quarter and need these free throws by Sopris. The first one is good. And the Beat Diggers are up now by 5. Lupe Montez into the game for Weld Central. Second free throw is off the back of the rim. The rebound to Matt Black. He puts it up from 60. That's going to be short. And that is the end of the quarter. Not a good one for the Beat Diggers. They're outscored 12-6, but they lead by 5 after 3. 34-29, a 1-minute break on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Spooner at the free throw line, 15-footer straight away. It's off to the left, a bad miss. And James tries to save it in, but he saves it in into Chris Piper of Weld Central. Across the timeline, Piper picked up by Spooner. On the right wing to Montez. Top of the key to Black. Black looking to his right, spinning that way against Seth James. Now to Chris Piper against Ely. Back out to Montez, left corner for Monson. Monson looking down low, nearly walked. Is going to hand it off in the left corner for Piper. Bounce pass down low for Monson. Dribbles, triple teamed, and he's fouled from behind. That'll be the 16th foul against Brush before he went up for any shot. And I think Jared Spooner got him. That's his third. To give you an idea of what happened in that third quarter, 18 total points were scored, 12 by Jordan Monson of Weld Central, who misses the turnaround. Nick Sopris has the rebound for Brush. The Beat Diggers have done a better job on the boards tonight than Weld Central. But Monson outscored Brush all by himself. He had 10 points in the quarter to Brush's 5. Down low, James, his shot is up and in off the feet from Chris Ely on that lob. Boy, that's a big assist from Ely and a big shot by James, who scores for the first time in the game. Beat Diggers lead 36-29. 6:44 to go from Brush. At the top of the key is Black. He nearly walked. Chest pass left wing to Hoff. And we've got a 30-second timeout called by Weld Central head coach Mark Vaughn. Keep in mind that Saturday is steak night at Diggers Diner. Ribeye, sirloin, prime rib. Man, that sounds good. All on special Saturday at Diggers Diner. Part of the KSIR B106 scholarship program. Don't forget their 2008 caucuses are underway as well at Diggers Diner. Check out that entire menu. And by the way, one Brush, one Fort Morgan, and one Wiggins student-athlete will each receive a scholarship thanks to Diggers Diner, Cargill Meat Solutions, Walmart, and KSIR B106 is part of the KSIR B106 scholarship program. Black to throw it in just beyond midcourt in the backcourt to Piper. Picked up by Spooner, dribbling towards the top of the three-point circle. Piper at the free throw line, cross-court over to Cirrus. Cirrus bounce pass, right baseline, Monson. He spins and he travels. Oh, Weld Central wanted Brush's 17th foul, which would have gotten Monson to the line. Instead, Weld Central commits their 7th turnover. Well played. Second half, only 3 turnovers combined in the second half. Here is Spooner at the free throw line. Jump pass for James. James against Monson. Lost the ball and got it back. Puts up a wild shot, partially blocked, and taken away by Pangle. And then the ball, was that ball thrown out of bounds? It was. Looking for an outlet. The Beat Diggers get a break as Weld Central commits another turnover, their 8th. The Beat Diggers have 9 in the game. Let's see with the Beat Digger offense struggling, that if they demonstrate even more patience on offense. Keep in mind, they've got only 8 points in less than 10 minutes of the second half. They scored 28 in the first half. Spooner into the lane, backs up from 13. That rainbow's off the back of the rim. However, Seth James grabs the rebound for the Beat Diggers. James to Sopris beyond the three-point circle on the high right. Back to his left. Sopris now feeds Spooner. Spooner at the free throw line. Bounce pass to Ely. Right baseline, up and under. Shot is blocked out of there by Monson. That's his 4th block unofficially. Long baseball pass to Cirrus. Now to Piper. Misses the layup. And he is fouled on the drive to the bucket. That might be Spooner's 4th. And it is. Now the Beat Diggers have legitimate concerns with Matt Black to the line. And quite frankly, Brush's offense goes as Jared Spooner goes. We have seen that the last 2 games. When he got hot against Holyoke and Valley, the rest of the team took off. The free throw is missed by Black. It's still a 3-possession game with 5:37 to go. Jeremy Delorier is now in for Jared Spooner. He won't be on that bench for too long. Second free throw by Black is up and good. 36-30 Beat Diggers. And again, a time in the game when Brush needs a basket. The other timeline, Ely with a basketball. Double team, jump pass to Sopris. Sopris back out to Ely. Ely in the high right in the corner now for James, dribbling to his left. James bounce pass to Sopris, who was not there. The ball is thrown into the scorer's table. And after that pass into the scorer's table, that's Brush's 10th turnover. Ely now on the bench. Salcedo is in. Weld Central can make this a 4-point game. They did draw to within 4 late in the third. They can draw to within 3 as well. Monson right baseline, kicks it back out straight away. 15-footer Pangle is good. Kenneth Pangle has 4. The Rebels to within 4. 36-32. 5 minutes to go from Brush. It is anybody's ball game. Sopris bounce pass on the high right to Lynch. Back out to Sopris. Sopris jump pass to Delorier. Now to Lynch on the right wing. In the right corner for Delorier. Fakes that shot. The jump pass to Sopris straight away. Dribbles into the paint. No look pass to Delorier. 10-footer right baseline is well short. And the ball is rebounded out of there by Piper. Long pass to Cirrus. His layup off the glass is good. Holy mahungus. And the Beat Diggers call a timeout. 36-34. We'll keep it right here with 4:29 to go. The Beat Diggers led at one point 33-19. And wouldn't you know it, the Beat Diggers closed the game in Keensburg on a 15-3 run to win 44-41. Weld Central right now is on a 15-3 run as the 14-point deficit is down to 2. Locally in Fort Morgan and Brush, Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance offers home, health, auto, farm, business, and workers' compensation insurance. That's Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance. Yep, and I don't know how much longer Coach Kennedy is going to have Jared Spooner on the bench. He does have 4 fouls, but if the Beat Diggers cannot get a basket on this possession, he's going to have to put him back in sooner than he may want to. Sergio Salcedo, Seth James, Jeremy Delorier, Kyle Lynch, and Nick Sopers for Brush. Chris Piper, Kenneth Pengel, Jordan Monson, Matt Black, and J.J. Cirrus for Weld Central. Here is Sopers at the free throw line. Salcedo now to James. James up and under, and he traveled. He did travel with that head fake. Unfortunately, the head fake was accompanied by the shuffle of the feet. Weld Central can tie the game on this possession with 4:12 to go. And the Beat Diggers have got to figure out a way to control Jordan Monson. He has not scored in the quarter, but what a threat. On the high right is Black, looking down low. Black feeds it right corner for Piper against Delorier, dribbling to his left. Bounce pass down low, Monson. He's got position, lays it up and in. He beats Salcedo to the point. And now the game is tied at 36 with 3:52 to go. Monson has 12 in the half, 16 in the game, leading all scorers. This is a 17-3 run for Weld Central. In the left corner, Delorier with a basketball towards the timeline. And he was pushed. He did get fouled. That'll be the third team foul. Chris Piper commits the foul. Now Spooner back in along with Chad Linker and Chris Ely. Yeah, I don't remember the last time the game was tied, even if I think it was at 2. In the early moments, we're at the top of the hour. This is 10-10 KSIR. Brush, Fort Morgan, and Greeley. A barn burner from the Digger Dome and Brush, deadlocked at 36 with 3.5 minutes to go in the game. Lynch hands it off to Spooner at the top of the key. On the right wing to Ely. Ely bounce pass, back out to James. James near the timeline, Lynch. Left corner for Ely. Up top to Spooner. Spooner to his right for Lynch. Lynch against Matt Black. Dribbling towards the top of the three-point circle. Now to Spooner. Left corner, 3 is up and off the front of the rim. The ball is headed out of bounds. Spooner tries to save it in and does to Chris Piper of Weld Central. Weld Central can take the lead. Bounce pass, Cirrus lays it up and in. Weld Central with the lead. It is a 19-3 run. 38-36 Weld Central with 2:51 to go in the game. Ely with a basketball, bounce pass, high right to Spooner. The Beat Diggers have got to get to the basket. Spooner on the outside left to Ely, into the lane. He's cut off by Cirrus. Now he'll back it out as he maintains the dribble with 2:37 to go. Right corner for James. James backs it out to Lynch. Lynch feeds Spooner into the lane all the way. His layup is up and in! And Spooner is fouled. He goes to the line. That might be Jordan Monson. And if it is, that would be his 4th. It is. When the Beat Diggers need a big bucket, they get it from Spooner. That's their first bucket in 4 minutes. Their first points in 4 minutes. The game is deadlocked at 38. The Spooner free throw is in the air. Yes! Brush back up by a point, 39-38. Seth James is out, and Nick Sopers is in. At 502 Ensign in downtown Fort Morgan, the place to shop for all of your appliance needs is B&B Appliance, a member of the Brand Source retail program. With a basketball is Piper against Lynch. On the outside right is Black, looking down low for Monson. Can't feed it to him. Lobs it for Monson. Lost the ball, got it back. Back out for Black. Black spinning. Now to Cirrus. Left wing Pengel. Left baseline now to Piper. On Linker. Back out to Cirrus. Wide open 15-footer. In and out. And the putback by Black is missed. Did he go over the back? He did. Black over the back. That'll be the 15th foul. So no free throws for the Beat Diggers. And that's only his first foul. 2:06 to go. Ely to throw it in. Weld Central will apply the press. To Spooner to Ely, crossing the timeline. Bounce pass up top to Linker. Linker on the outside right to Sopris against J.J. Cirrus. Now to Ely, beyond the three-point circle. Ely to his left. Gets a pick from Linker on the high right to Spooner. He'll back up towards midcourt. A minute 44 to go in the game. Brush 39, Weld Central 38. Sopris over to Lynch. Near that left corner, Spooner nearly cut off into the lane. His hook shot is around, no good. Jordan Monson grabs his seventh rebound. Weld Central can regain the lead. A minute 28 to go from Brush. Here is Piper against Lynch at the top of the key. Spinning on Lynch into the paint. Nearly stripped. Back out. Three-pointers off to the right by Piper. Rebound Monson puts it up and around. No good. And the ball is knocked out of bounds by Kenneth Pengel. Monson had a little two-footer and did not use the backboard. Instead tried to scoop it in, and it cost him. Monson with a big night. He's got 16 points and 9 rebounds. The B-Diggers still breathing here, leading 39-38 with a minute 11 to go. Sopris across the timeline on the high left to Spooner. Spooner gets a pick from James at the free throw line. 15-footer. Good! That's a big shot for Jared Spooner. Spooner was 16 in the game. B-Diggers lead by 3. 41-38. 54 seconds to go for the Digger Dome. On the high right, Black looking down low for Monson. Can't feed it to him. Maintaining his dribble near the timeline to Piper. Piper against Sopris to his right. 44 seconds remaining. On the outside right to Cirrus. Right baseline. He's cut off by Lynch. Bounce pass back out to Black. At the top of the key with 35 seconds to go. Black lobs it right baseline for Monson against James. Back out to Cirrus. Steps to his left. Now to Black with 28 seconds to go. Black at the top of the three-point circle. Long three. Good. Holy mahungus. Matt Black nailed that shot for the parking lot. Deadlocked at 41. 18 seconds remaining. Ely on the outside right, and with 16.9 to go, the B-Diggers take a full timeout. It took a long three from Matt Black to tie this game. As Morgan Medical will take care of your sports medicine needs. They also offer back braces, walkers, canes, medical alert bracelets, home oxygen equipment, and much more. Morgan Medical, 201 Main in Fort Morgan. Will the B-Diggers have the final possession? Will they take it down to the last few seconds and try to win this thing in regulation? Obviously, they'll try to win it. But will they allow Weld Central a shot at the bucket? The B-Diggers have not shot the ball well in the second half. Only 13 points in the second half. 6 points in the third quarter and only 7 in the fourth. However, the last 5 have been scored by their best player, Jared Spooner. More than likely, he will take the final shot. The B-Diggers will break the huddle with Seth James, Kyle Lynch, Jared Spooner, Nick Sopris, and Chris Ely. Weld Central on the court will have Jordan Monson, Chris Piper, Kenneth Pengel, Matt Black, and J.J. Cirrus. Ely to throw it in, three-quarters court. 16.9 seconds remaining. Ely looking in the backcourt. Bounce pass in the front court to James on the high right. And another timeout. Just 1.8 seconds elapsed. And this is another full timeout. That's 2 full timeouts in a row. Gives us a chance to tell you that Premier Farm Credit is committed to serving those in production ag. Premier Farm Credit is the gold standard in ag lending. And for all of your auto supply needs, stop by Central Auto Parts in Fort Morgan. Yeah, I don't think the B-Diggers had the setup offensively they wanted to, even when they inbounded the basketball. The B-Diggers had one overtime game in the Digger Dome this year. It was a 77-73 loss to Holy Family. And again, Ely to throw it in. Just a little bit deeper. A little bit past that three-quarters court mark. Now let's see what the B-Diggers set up offensively with 15.1 to go in the game. Deadlocked at 41. Ely bounce pass to Lynch. Back out to Ely. Ely with 12 seconds to go near the timeline. Over to Sopris with 10. On the left wing to Spooner with 8. With 7 between his legs. Penetrating left baseline. Backs up from 15. That's well off to the left. Ball is tipped around. Ball is tipped around again. It's taken a 60-footer at the buzzer. Is off to the left. It's missed by Piper. And we go to overtime. with the score. Brush 41, Weld Central 41. A 1-minute break on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Monson and James will jump center for Weld Central and Brush respectively. We go to overtime, tied at 41. The tip is controlled by James and the Beat Diggers. Brush outscored in that second half, 24-13 after leading 28-17 at the break. On the outside right, Ely with the basketball. Now to Sopris. Fakes the three, steps in, 15-footer is well short. Lynch had the rebound. Now he's got it back out to Ely. Good job by Kyle Lynch, his 5th board of the night. Now to James at the top of the key. On the outside left to Sopris. Sopris back to his right at the free throw line for Ely. Into the lane, nearly tripped up, and was he? Or will traveling be called? I think he was tripped up, and yeah, that's the case. And Kenneth Pangle commits the foul. That's his 4th. It'll be the 16th foul. The Beat Diggers have committed 7, so both teams will be in the penalty now from here on out. Sopris to throw it in the right corner to Spooner. Spooner dribbling to his left and dribbling out of traffic. Near midcourt to Sopris. Sopris looking to his right, maintaining the dribble. Feeds it on the high left to Lynch. Lynch bounce pass to Spooner. Free throw line, 15-footer. Swish for Jared Spooner. Spooner has 18 in the game. The Beat Diggers back up to a 2-point lead, 43-41. 3:04 to go in overtime. On the outside right is Black. Lobs it right baseline for Monson, but he was not there. Weld Central commits the turnover. That is their 9th. Now the Beat Diggers can take the air out of the basketball for a little while. Of course, no shot clock in high school basketball. They're not going to eat up the final 3 minutes of the game. But they do lead by 2. Sopris, left corner 3. Gone! Oh, his right foot was on the line. But Sopris with a big shot. He's got 7. Beat Diggers 45, Rebels 41. 2:39 to go in overtime from Brush. On the outside right is Black. Looking for Monson. Bounce pass to Monson. Right baseline against James. Double team. Right corner Black. He'll take the 3. He'll bury the 3. Black all of a sudden coming up with big shots. He's got 12 points in the game. Weld Central trails 45-44 with 2:18 to go. Sopris towards the top of the key. Cross-court pass to Ely on the right wing to Spooner. Down low for Sopris. Sopris dribbles underneath the basket, and then he's fouled by Monson, and he will foul out. That is huge. Monson fouls out. That'll be a 1-and-1. And Sopris will go to the line. Boy, that is a huge, huge call. 16 points and 9 rebounds for Jordan Monson, and the much shorter Brandon Hoff, 5 inches shorter at 6'2", now replaces Monson. Sopris' free throw, good. That is clutch by Nick Sopris. The Beat Diggers lead 46-44, 2:10 to go. Second free throw is in, nothing but string for Sopris, who now has 9 points in the game. Beat Diggers 47, Rebels 44. Watch out, though, for the three-point shot from Black. 2:01 to go from Brush in overtime. Straight away, Piper with a basketball spinning. Back out to Hoff, right baseline to Saris against Spooner. Jump pass, back out to Pangle. Left of the free throw line, feeds it back out to Black. Backs up for a 3. That's well short, and Kyle Lynch has his 6th rebound for Brush. Now the Beat Diggers can take the air out of the basketball with 1:39 to go. Sopris crossing the timeline, leading by 3. On the outside left to Ely. Ely spinning to his right. Cross-court pass to Sopris. No look pass to Spooner down low. Dribbles, shoots off the glass, and in for Nick Sopris. Check that for Spooner, and the ball poked out of bounds. Sopris had the assist, Spooner with a bucket. Those two work so well together. And now 20 points in the game for Jared Spooner. Beat Diggers up by 5 with 1:20 to go. 49-44. Here is Piper at the top of the key on the right wing to Saris. Bounce pass right baseline. Back out to Saris. Right corner. 3. In and out. And the rebound controlled by James. He's fouled from behind. James to the line. 18 foul. And the foul is on Brandon Hoff. That'll be his first. And if James can sink these free throws, he only gets a second. If he makes the first, it would be a 3-possession game with 1:11 to go. James at the stripe. The free throw is up and off to the right. And the rebound is controlled in the corner by Kenneth Pangle. Weld Central still alive. Here's Piper into the lane. Spinning on Lynch. Has to back it out. He does to Pangl. Left baseline to Piper against Lynch. 57 seconds to go. Now to Black. Black beyond the three-point circle near the timeline to Pangl. Left wing to Piper. We're down to 49 seconds remaining in overtime. Beat Diggers lead by 5. Piper all the way on Spooner. The ball is lost into the hands of Seth James. And James is trying to work his way out of it. Then he's fouled in the backcourt. That'll be the 19th foul. And more importantly, the Beat Diggers force the 10th turnover on Weld Central. And then we have a technical foul on head coach Mark Vaughn. And that more than likely will put the game away. The foul was on Chris Piper. That's his 4th. And now Nick Sopris to shoot 2. I wonder if they'll give Seth James. Yeah, they should give Seth James the 1-and-1 first, and then the technicals by Sopris, and then the Beat Diggers have the basketball. Let's see if Seth can sink the free throw, leading by 5 with 41.6 to go. The free throw is off the back of the rim and no good. Now Sopris to the stripe for 2. He can essentially put the game away if he makes both.
Number 10, Nick Sopris.
And this broadcast over digital tie line technology brought to you by Morgan Federal Bank, your one-stop shop for all of your banking and investment needs, from checking to savings to IRAs. 321 Ensign Street, Morgan Federal Bank. There's a difference. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. So the second free throw, check that, the first free throw, the first of 2 coming up off the technicals for Nick Sopris in this gym. Extremely quiet. And the free throw is around and good for Sopris. Sopris is 4 out of 5 in the game for the line. Second free throw is in and out. It's still just a 2-possession game. 50-44. Weld Central is still alive here. But the Beat Diggers have the basketball, and Weld Central needs 2 3-pointers to tie the game. And Sopris with the ball in the backcourt. He's going to try to get fouled. Now back to Spooner to Sopris. Sopris beyond the 3-point circle, nearly walked. No call. The Beat Diggers got a break. And now Dan Kennedy calls a 30-second timeout. And the Weld Central fans are outraged that there was not a traveling violation on Nick Sopris. I think the Beat Diggers got a mini break there. But nonetheless, they have earned their keep here in overtime, leading 50-44 with 31.4 seconds to go. They'll have the basketball. And why have the Beat Diggers done well in overtime? Again, you're only as good as your best player. Jared Spooner has 4 points in overtime. Nick Sopris with 3. And you get that type of production, you're going to do some important things. The Beat Diggers to throw it in. I might have the figures off here. I'll have to check that because the Beat Diggers have 9 points in overtime, and I don't have them for that many. Now Spooner's fouled by Chris Piper. And that'll be his 5th, so Piper fouls out with 4 points.
On the line for your Diggers, number 4.
Yeah, for some reason, I've got the Beat Diggers with only... Let's see if I've got the number of points. From the end of the third, they have scored a total of 16 points. The free throw for Spooner is around and in. And Jared now with 21 points, make it 22. Rush 52, Weld Central 44. They're about to put it away with 24 seconds to go. Cirrus in the front court, and the outside right, long 3 in the air, good. Weld Central calls a timeout. But again, they need a miracle here. They're down 52-47 with 18.3 to go. They need 2 more threes to take the lead. And with the way the Beat Diggers are playing right now, no reason to believe that they cannot put this Weld Central team away. It would take a monumental collapse for Brush not to put away this game. Yeah, we'll have to check the Beat Digger column here. Yep, no, they've got 18 points since the end of the third quarter. I think we've got that right. And Spooner, between the fourth quarter and overtime, has scored 12 of those points. 12 of the 18 the Bead Diggers have in the second half. All right, the Bead Diggers have got to inbounds this basketball. Lynch, Ely, Spooner, Sopris, and James is inbounded to Ely, now to Sopris near midcourt, and Sopris is fouled with 12.7 seconds to go. Now, if he sinks both free throws, this game will be over. If he fails to make two, it would only be a two-possession game, and Weld Central still has a prayer, but a prayer at best. Kenneth Pangle commits the foul. He's the third Weld Central player to foul out. Sopris at the line, the free throw, swish for Nick Sopris. The Bead Diggers have been very good from the line between Spooner and Sopris here in the fourth quarter and now in overtime. Second free throw is in, and this will be a Brush Bead Digger victory. 10 seconds to go on the right wing as Piper puts up a long three. That's off the back of the rim, rebounded by Hoff. Back out to Cirrus. Rainbow three is no good. Ball is tipped into the hands of Seth James, and the game is over. The Brush Bead Diggers have won the game in overtime over the Weld Central Rebels, 54-47. How about a 2-minute break on 1010 KSIR and on the World Wide Web at KSIR.com.